Alola everyone! Welcome to the very first episode of Techno's Toybox. I'm Techno, and today we're going to be looking at a limited edition handheld console that was released to promote Pokemon Diamond and Pearl versions. This special DS Lite is called the Onix, Dialga, and Palkia Limited Edition. Now, the Onix in the title is a little misleading considering the subject matter, but trust me, it's referencing the black color and not the 28-foot rock snake. This beautiful DS Lite was released in Pokemon's 4th generation, and it was the very first limited edition that ever caught my eye as a 16-year-old. It actually ended up being the inspiration for a future limited edition console as well. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so starting with the front of the box, we have a very clear image of the DS Lite itself, with the Dialga and Palkia logos there. They are kind of like a silhouetted outlined version, and those same images are visible in the back of this like the background of this front image here. You also have the official title, which is the Onix, Dialga, and Palkia edition, and then as well as you have a bonus for the carrying case and a special like animated episode for the Explorers of Time and Darkness that's included. We'll go into that in just a minute. On the top of the case here, you have nothing special. It's just the DS Lite logo, as well as the left side of the box. It's the same thing. Now on the right side of the box, you have something that's a little interesting. It's just an image of the DS itself, as well as the actual image of the DVD artwork, which is cute, and then the carrying case that comes with it. On the bottom of the box, you have just the standard DS warnings, as well as on the back, we have a little bit of interesting stuff too. In this like kind of black section they have here, this is all about the Mystery Dungeon blurb, basically. So Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time and Darkness came with a special animated episode to kind of promote this. Mystery Dungeon was very special to me as a kid, and I really wish they made a full series of this. You can see there's a couple of screenshots. This is very clearly the same animators as the normal Pokemon anime. And then over here you have kind of a blurb on the DS Lite. Sorry, it's actually a blurb on just the DS. It's not even about the DS Lite, because really the only difference is the shape and size. I'm sure there's battery life differences as well, but really it's pretty much the same thing. And then over here you have a message that says the special Pokemon Mystery Dungeon posters included. I don't know if I have that in here. I might. I know where it would be if I do have it. We'll check that out in just a minute. And as you can see, there's a very early 2000s kid here playing his DS with a white game in there. That doesn't exist for DS games. So either he's got a 3DS game that didn't exist at the time jammed into his DS Lite, or
he knows something that we don't know.
Either way, that's kind of what I looked like at this time. Very early 2000s kid. So we're gonna go ahead and open this bad boy up, and I've got it open from the bottom already. You can look inside if you want to, but it's not very interesting. You see it's kind of dark too, but basically if I move that to the side, the very first thing we're going to look at is the carrying case. So the carrying case is right here, okay? This is pretty standard carrying case for DS Lites. They were pretty popular around that era. It's got the same exact design as the Dialga and Palkia that the DS itself has, which again, we'll take a look at that in a minute. On the back side, there's nothing there. It's kind of like a leathery texture. It's actually really like nice. It's actually really nice, not gonna lie. And the fingerprints stick very easy. My goodness. If you open it up, you can find 3 game sections as well as the slot for your DS. So this is the standard DS Lite Onix edition. This is the Onix, it's the color. You can just slide that bad boy in here if you really wanted to. Okay, you can also put in there 3 games to kind of go to take on the go. Now, I was never really a game out of the case kind of person, but you could if you very wanted to do that. Honestly, it's kind of tight with the games in there. Well, I don't know if that's really good long term, personally, but if you really wanted to, this could be ideal for you at the time. So I'm going to go ahead and move that over to the side now. The next thing we're going to see is, of course, it comes with a charger. Now, I've got a billion DS and 3DS chargers, but This is a DS charger, a DS Lite charger, so that's cool. Oh, that's another difference that came with the DS and the DS Lite. The charger port was different, as well as the stylus. Here we have the Mystery Dungeon animated special here, and you can see it's got some really cute artwork on there. Excuse the reflections here; it's pretty reflective because it's got like a, you know, a standard plastic layer to it, and then it's got kind of a blurb on the back that talks about the episode, not about the games, but about the episode. I love the map in the background here. I'm assuming that that's what the poster is, and I'm also assuming that the poster is inside here. And I'll go ahead and open that off camera just to confirm that, but because I'd rather not just sit here and do that for a while. Okay, so I was able to remove the plastic from the case here, which felt really wrong because of how old and beautiful it is, but at the same time, that is the point of this. So as you can see, the really pretty cover art, I love it, as well as the back art here. Now, if you open it up, it's got a blurb talking to you about the games itself, which I have anyways. And then it's got kind of a special mission that you can unlock, which is really cool. It's got a password to do that and get some items from that. It's got the DVD itself, which I want to slide out of that. That's the DVD itself there. Pretty clean, I'm not gonna lie to you. Obviously hasn't been used. And the poster is unfortunately not in here, so I don't have the poster. That is a shame. Kind of makes me a little sad, but that is the case there. But then we go to the star of the show, if I can get it out, which comes in its own little box like this. It's a blank box with just the, I'm assuming that's the serial number for the DS that you would have if you needed to send in any problems or anything like that. Open it from the side, and inside, oh, you know what? Check this out. We got some Nintendo Power free issues. I don't think those are still in effect. We also got some Nintendo DS Lite instruction manuals, as well as an entry to a contest. That's cute. I don't know if you were around at those times, but those were pretty common, so it's cool to see what that is. And then a guide specifically for PictoChat. Now, for those of you who weren't around in the DS era, PictoChat was lit, okay? Do I sound like a boomer there? Let me tell you, PictoChat was something totally different. I mean, still to this day, I'll go around and I'll go in there and toy around with it. This is all in this case, by the way. And the same white case that I was looking at. There's another DS safety manual. It looks like that's the DS one versus the DS Lite. So it looks like they kind of just threw in both of them. Yeah, I think that's everything in there besides the DS. Kind of looks like it. It's so tight in there. They got so much in there. I was kind of hoping to find the poster, but that's not it. Lastly, we have the DS itself, and it's going to be in this little kind of sleeve. And you could see here, it is absolutely gorgeous. It's probably too tiny for my adult hands, but that, if you could see my camera in the reflection, I apologize for that. But there's like a light sparkle in the etchings. I don't know if that catches on camera very well, but that silver that Dialga is etched in, and that gold that Palkia is etched in, there's a light like sparkle effect, and I really love that. It looks so clean. Here, let me get the standard DS for comparison's sake. It's cool that I have the Onyx version as well, and this one's a little scuffed up because it's been used for years, but you can see that the size is the same. They're the same exact things. Oh, you know what? It looks like this is different up here compared to the standard one. Just that section in the back, that's interesting. I don't know if that's intentional or that's supposed to be like that. But basically here, this is the like cover slot. This is where your GBA games go in there. I can't get it out for some reason. But basically it was like to prevent the dust from going in there if you didn't want to play anything. It's cute. Honestly, it kind of makes it look clean and complete this way as well. You got your aux jack and your volume switch and your stylus on the side. as well as the power. The back is just about the same there. And yeah, that gray, that's interesting. That's so different compared to the black one. I don't know if you could see how, yeah, you can totally see that in the camera. But overall, they're pretty similar. They're very beautiful. I honestly don't, I feel bad touching it because stuff like this happens where it gets my fingerprints on it. And then you open it. Oh, it's like gray on the inside too. That's right. I forgot all about that. So you can see compared to the standard Onyx, it's like grayer. Wow, that is so beautiful looking. My goodness, that is gorgeous. You can probably see my face in that, but that's okay. It's just absolutely like beautiful, like a work of art in my opinion. This is one of my favorite limited edition consoles. It's just so pretty to me. So, well, everyone, that's the Onyx, Dialga, and Palkia limited edition Nintendo DS Lite. I hope you enjoyed the very first episode of Techno's Toy Box, and stick around as we'll go into other old relics of Pokemon's history. As always, guys, Techno's out.